A common theme running through our pharmacy is people's concerns to do with their hair. And that comes in a variety of forms. People are worried about hair loss, scalp issues, weaker hair, thicker hair, just healthier looking hair in general. And it all comes down to the same thing really, which is when your hair looks great, you feel great and you're more confident and happier. So just like our skin, there are a number of markers that we can look at that indicate how healthy we're living, and also, whether our diet is contributing to good hair health. The most important thing to remember when it comes to hair health is actually your body is always assigning priority. So when you're giving it, good things like, say, vitamin B and iron, your body is allocating that based on priority. And as far as your body is concerned, your hair is always the bottom priority list. So if your diet is not really good quality, then your hair is actually very likely to suffer. And that's why so many people do decide to take supplements.
In this video series, we're going to talk about 4 common issues.
Preventing hair loss, promoting hair growth, because the two are obviously quite different, boosts for dry, weak or brittle hair, and also solutions for dry and flaky scalps.
For the second video in our series, we're going to be talking about how to boost hair growth.
So if we're looking at boosting hair growth, there's a few things that come up again and again. B vitamins, but in particular biotin, are very, very popular. There's an extraordinary amount of press out there about biotin. And biotin is great actually. It really does have a great impact. Essentially all the B vitamins are doing a variety of things, but when it comes to hair, they're helping to carry oxygen and nutrients to your scalp. All of that aids hair growth. You can get B vitamins through things like whole grain cereals, fruits, eggs, even meat. And when it comes to biotin, it really does work in terms of helping your hair to grow. However, the one warning that we always give to people is that long-term intake of high doses of biotin can essentially make your body very lazy. What happens is your body takes the supplement of biotin and then actually produces less and less of it for itself. So what we always advise is, by all means, have a little bit of biotin if you want to kickstart your hair growth, but then look to move to something like a protein-based supplement or an amino acid-based supplement in the long term, because you don't want your body to get lazy, and you don't want to become dependent on biotin to keep your hair growing at all. Another supplement that's very, very popular is vitamin E. Vitamin E, a little bit like vitamin C, essentially is an antioxidizer. It prevents free radicals causing damage. Vitamin E can be, or you can get vitamin E from your diet. You can get it naturally through things like nuts and seeds, but also vegetable oils. The one thing I will say about vitamin E is that it is extremely rare for anyone to be deficient in vitamin E. It's something that I would generally say you would discover through a blood test, but like I said, it's incredibly unlikely. So typically, although there are very, very good sources of vitamin E out there, both naturally and also via a supplement like Landys vitamin E, I generally wouldn't think that it was very likely that a lack of vitamin E was causing your hair not to grow. That said, the only exception to that rule could be, again, breastfeeding mothers, but because obviously you're not just looking after yourself there, you need to think about your baby. I would always say that before you decide to supplement with vitamin E, you should always get a blood test and speak to your doctor about it. So we'll move on and we'll talk a little bit about zinc now. Zinc plays a very important role in your body's immune system. That's why so often you'll see vitamin C supplements which combine vitamin C and zinc. And again, it's about keeping your body really healthy so that your hair can not just grow but also repair itself and be as strong as possible. You can access zinc naturally through your diet. It comes from very similar places to vitamin B actually. So what you'll find is that if you want to increase the presence of these minerals naturally, you'll be doing that the same way. So things like, again, whole grain cereals, eggs, nuts are all good sources of both vitamin B and zinc. And lastly, and we've already mentioned it, but we'll mention it again, is protein. Again, because your body is made of it, the more protein you have in your body, the more your body can put towards things like growth, not just obviously of muscles, which is what people traditionally think of when they think of proteins, but also obviously hair as well, because for your body to grow hair, that's an energy process.
That was part 2 in our series on hair care and hair supplements. Coming up next, we'll be looking at the causes of dry scalps and brittle hair and what supplements may help. Check out our website or subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos soon.
Lovely.